Hey guys, I'm here with James, who is the, I'm going to say co-owner.
Co-owner,
of
yes.
Unleashed Events.
Co-owner of Unleashed Events. It's me and Catherine Marshall.
Yep.
Both on it. We took over it back at the end of 2023, so all of 2024 has been us, and so is all of 2025.
So how has the last year and a half been for you?
It has been immense. It's a lot to take over. It's a lot to take on board. But between me and Kat and the team that we've got behind us, it's been really good. Our team makes it the easiest for both me and Kat. We can focus on any strategy and planning while they make sure, guests are looked after on the day. We have people helping us set out the tables. It's just extra loads off our back. We plan it, they do it. And we do it as well, but they just are better at it.
I've seen it over the past year and a half just get bigger and better.
Well, yeah.
It's just gone up so much since you guys have taken over.
That's the hope.
Which is obviously good for you to hear.
Yeah, it's great for us to hear. We've seen the same on our trackings as well, but Hull was a year ago when we first met, right?
It was a year ago, so this is our 1 year anniversary.
1 year anniversary.
Of meeting and sitting down and actually chatting and hearing all your ideas of what you was going to do, and obviously you've had your first 2-day event in Leeds, which is something you spoke about.
Yes. Still need to hammer that down so it's a bit better than it was. It was still a great event for us, but it was needing a bit more refining. 2 days are just different than anything we've ever done.
But it was your first time trying it.
Exactly.
So
you got to try it, and then you know how to fix it.
And I look
you know
forward
how to do
to
it
the
better.
next 2-day event.
Absolutely. And, had a bit of fun times with you tackling people on the ground, right?
The after party, it was great, guys. You've all seen the footage, I know you have. People still come up to me now and they're like, so when's this next after party going to happen? And I'm like, I'll let you know.
There you go. Only way with Unleashed, just absolutely delve into it and enjoy it. Unleash yourself.
Fun for everyone, fun for all the geeks. So what are your plans this year?
This year is to make sure we just keep doing what we do, but make sure they're bigger, the better, the more fun. Today's been a day of trying something that's a bit more interactive than what it has been in the past. So we've got face painters and a lot more photographers going around. We've got selfie booths. We've got more retro games, like a big stand of them. And Rexy's brought a big pile of poo, so that's always fun.
Oh, that's always fun. And there's people are painting all the miniatures and stuff.
Absolutely. Well, that is Cat's Other Store. That's Rising Phoenix Games over in Teesside. It was always a good part of Unleashed back when it was Fire and Dice, and now it's just a good staple. It's a nice way for people to have a nice place to sit and chill. Yeah. And also, we usually do a couple of tester games there. I particularly love Star Wars Unlimited, a new game that's come out, but Pokemon's always a classic one at things like these.
Oh, that's great. I love it. It does feel a bit more immersive now, and there's more to do, and it just feels brighter and just, I don't know, the atmosphere just feels so nice.
I think the weather today has definitely helped with that.
The weather does help. I do like sunshine.
And even Neil, the people who normally do Ghostbusters or the Pirates, last year was the first time they did that. This year, the thing that they've done is Harry Potter, so if you haven't seen it yet, it's Rise on the Broom. Your wanted posters, things like that. Hoping to get a cauldron soon, so that'll be in the works. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm excited. I do love Harry Potter. I think everyone loves Harry Potter though.
Have to. It's part of the generation, isn't it? And it's things like that. We're trying to tap into guests, like what was the nostalgia of when we were growing up? What did we see 5-10 years ago? Things like that, because over the past 10 years when it was run by the previous owners, they did a good job of their nostalgia. But if we kept the same guests, it would be 20 years ago. It is at the same nostalgia as now. It's all about making sure we keep up to date in pop culture in a way.
It's weird thinking Harry Potter's nostalgia, but it is, isn't it? It makes me feel old.
I hate to say it as well.
Harry Potter's over 20 years old now, isn't it? Oh my God.
Someone said something like that the other day. They were like, there was something, it was like, 2019, it was only a couple of years ago. Like, no, it was, it was like 6 years ago.
Oh God.
Well, more now.
Yeah. I know how people that were around in the 80s feel now.
Time ravages us all, right? It always moves forward, no matter what we do.
I get the whole nostalgia thing. I'm so nostalgic for the 90s and the early 2000s.
Absolutely. Well, that's my playlist that I play. I like a good bit of cheesy pop. We were, me and Kat were actually dancing along to the fast food song. I don't know if you remember that one.
I don't remember that one. Pizza.
Yeah, so it's things like that, just bringing it back to the same old.
Aww.
But in the new age, making sure we keep up to date. So even the retro games, we did used to love our 8-bit games and classic original Marios and stuff like that. But now it's moving into, I mean, again, this makes me feel old saying like PlayStation 1 is a retro game.
PlayStation 1 is a retro game.
Things like that. Crash Bandicoot original is a retro game, and I'm like, no, that's just not retro, but it is.
And Astrobot reminds me of that every time.
Astrobot, yeah. But making sure we update those games, making sure we update the different activities, make sure we update the different guests and things like that, make sure it's still the same but fresh.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it, which is...
There is a lot that goes into it.
People don't realise how much goes on behind the scenes,
yes.
But a lot does go on.
Yeah. For the next couple of shows as well, even if we're back at the same venues, we're going to try and do something a bit different. We're trying to do a different layout, make something like a stage in the centre rather than the back corner, so all the stalls are going to go around it, so we're going to see how that goes. Nice way to see it fresh.
Be loud.
Be loud as well, but all eyes on the stage.
All eyes on the centre stage. That's what you need. Focal point.
Absolutely. And even a lot of people who've come for a while have said it's quite nice seeing different stalls, like we've been able to attract different stalls doing different things or doing the same things but in different ways. I mean, 3D printing was one that came off massively, and we had to be very quick reacting to, okay, we can't have 20,000 stalls selling 3D prints, so what is that? And that's something we had to overcome this year, because we almost had to risk. There was one show where we had, I think it was about 20 stalls in a 100-stall venue, was all 3D prints. We're like, no, never this again.
I think, obviously the vendor, it's nice for them to know that you're only going to do a certain amount. It gives them a bit of clarity. But at a massive venue, you can also just spread them out enough.
Absolutely. York's a staple for that. So there we can have way more. So. It's over 3 floors. And even each of the floors are quite wide, so you can have them at either end and across all 3 floors. So there is more that come.
York's definitely one that I think should be 2 days. Because it took me 2 days just to... it took me all the first day just to get around.
Yeah. There you go. Well, there is that.
One, that.
Leave them wanting more, though, Chloe.
Leave them wanting more. Yeah, because I'm like, damn it, I didn't get round all the stalls last time. So
you got to come next time. Exactly, that's the plan.
I get it, guys. No, I do. I loved York. I think that's one of my favourite ones.
York is my favourite one, especially the York summer. It just feels bigger and grander. I think it's much like Hull today with the weather. I think the weather's always nice. Even when the first year we did it, it rained, so we had to bring our stage inside. We had to quickly grab it inside, but it was still a great day. Just more people come out. I think it's the time when schools are off, so people are either just coming back from their holidays, so they're like, I've just went and got a tan, so let's get out there.
So what would you say are your main events, your biggest ones, or the ones you're most excited about?
Oh, definitely. Well, the easiest one is York. I think we've talked about that many times. We do it twice a year. We have it first week in March, last week in August, or first weekend in September, depending on how it falls. York August is always the biggest one. It's always the funnest one. The weather's just great. We can do a lot more outside. And it just feels like, with it being York, a lot of the community that's built with it Unleashed, everyone comes from all over, so it's a great focal point for the year, even though it's mid-part of the year. Because
you do all your ones round Yorkshire, so York's
absolutely
there, innit?
Big South Yorkshire, and York itself is a big area for us, big catchment area. Another one is Sheffield. We do that twice a year. Next one will be 11th of May with all the doctors, which will be a good one. And we're doing it at the end of the year, trying to plan something special for that one as well, but it's not fully in the works yet. And then outside of that, my other favourite one are the 2 Teessides we do. Do that twice a year. That's our home, that's where we're from, and it's always just been a great one. It's a nice way to just come, have a laugh, and be in our hometown. We just love it there. It's a bit of homeland with us.
I love that. Is there anything you would like people to know? Anything specific on your mind that you're dying to get out?
I wouldn't say there's anything specific, just more than anything. It's just knowing that it is both myself and Kat running it now. A lot of people see me walking around, and I'm a lot more open to doing these types of things. Kat is a very more behind the scenes, bit of a shyer person, but always happy to talk. We do.
We can't force people in front of the camera.
Even last year, you'll see me gesturing on the interview saying, Kat, over here. And she just didn't want to be in it, which is fine. Her choice, no pressure. Just knowing that it's us running it now, it's a new, fresh look, and it's just going to be hopefully a nicer, fun time. That's the feedback we're getting, that it's a lot chiller, it's a lot smoother, and the atmosphere is good.
The atmosphere is amazing. It is such a good atmosphere, and I think you've got quite a good community of people as well that'll come to all of them, so it's nice as well seeing the same faces as well.
Yeah.
Coming and following you around.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that's something that you've said to me, that especially coming to our shows, you found that you've got people recognising you, asking when you're going to be at the next one, or what's the next one you're going to. And that's what we're here for. I said it last year. It's all about, since we took over, the thing me and Kat just started to see was there are people who made friends and family, basically, that they only see at the con events. They know them as the people they cosplay as. That's how they made their friends, and that's how their friendship is built. And it's what it's all about, really. It's about that atmosphere, making sure everyone feels safe to come along, be who they are, make some friends and have a great time, make some great memories.
And I think that's why I liked the after party as well.
Yes.
At the Leeds one, because when you're all in the hustle and bustle of the con, it's hard to actually have conversations properly outside of a con, so it's nice to actually socialise outside of the con as well.
Yeah. Well, actually, there you go. That's a great question, actually. That would be something that is on my mind, whether people would like to see either an after party, with it being a Sunday, which is a harder day, or a situation that I thought might be good is a pre-party on Saturdays at the venues. If people can give a feedback on that, that'd be great.
Ooh, a pre-party, so then the next day you're all like, do you remember last night?
Exactly. There you go. You've got good stories going into it, great stories coming out of it. Feels like the right thing to me. And the days work better. As much as an after party on Sunday would be good, I'm also conscious of people's time, and Monday's back to work, so let's do a Saturday-Sunday combo. But let us know what you think.
Well, that sounds like a great end to the interview.
Absolutely.
So
Thank you very much for being back.